This episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com, fill your card up with all their amazing comics. Use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. Save you 10% at checkout. Not only on their website, but also at their eBay account. And the link to eBay can be found on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Again, CarterComics.com is your one-stop shop for all comic needs.
It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Alright guys, this is our time to step in the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Josh Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travesty.
And I am the faction slayer, Nubby, the amazing turtle.
This Saturday, if I had to take a guess, I'm just throwing it out there, just ballparking it. I could be completely wrong. I think this coming Saturday might be the busiest, or even this weekend in general, might be the busiest weekend all year we have when it comes to professional wrestling.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Right? Like, I feel like I've said that at one point, like maybe back in like May or April or something like that. But there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend when it comes to professional wrestling, especially this upcoming Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to run through some match cards. We're going to kind of take this show a little ass backwards as we did a couple weeks ago when we were talking about Southland Championship Wrestling stuff. We're going to talk about ARWPro first because there's a lot of stuff happening at ARWPro Wrestling. I want to make sure we cover everything. And then we'll cover the rest of the match cards, and then we're going to wait and talk about the results from ARW this past Wednesday at Black and Blue because a lot of things happened. Nubby was there. Nobody got to see it firsthand. First off, apparently Chet's got a girlfriend. We're probably going to dive into that. It's probably like a lot more than I want to, but I got questions and shit. So first off, does she breathe? That'd be a question. So we'll talk about all that and shit. But first off, Nubsters, how you doing, buddy?
Normally I would be excited, happy, ready to go. As we get closer and closer to this show Saturday, I'm fucking pissed off. I'm irritated, and I'm super annoyed.
Is it because they're promoting Joe Hendry over me? Gotta be part of it, right? Make me feel better. Just make me feel better.
I'm disappointed.
Yes!
I'm disappointed for you.
Thanks, Mom. My mom was never mad at me. Extremely disappointed in some of my fucking actions. But I'm assuming it's the suspension.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's definitely playing a factor, especially when I found out some things that, let's just say my plans kind of fell through.
Yeah.
Found out that something's not happening, and now, you know what? We'll get to it when we talk about senior asshole.
Well, we can definitely dive into ARWPro Wrestling. As you can see, Pax isn't here tonight, so we'll catch him next time he's around. But yeah, I want to dive into ARWPro Wrestling because we did listen to the recap of it over on the LIM podcast. They put out their show yesterday. So anyone who wants to listen to what we're about to do in a more annoying type of way, go check that shit out. But we're going to do it our way over here. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't think we're going to deep dive as much as they are going to, but we are going to talk about what's going on, especially some of the things that aren't going to happen, which I'm kind of happy about. One of the things being is there's not an entire segment dedicated to Maximus Orion bitching about something. Right? I guess three times in a row.
Know.
Yeah.
So do we think.
Yeah.
Come on, he's the owner of the company. He can insert himself anywhere, apparently.
Yeah. I got not into Thanksgiving dinner though. Can't insert himself into that because God forbid you're 30 fucking years old and can't fix your own plate.
Nine still needs mama to do everything for him.
Nutty.
Silver spoon.
Yeah.
Golden boy.
That golden boy. And I get it, and I can respect that, Damon Saint wants to, stick up for his buddy, his partner, his compadre, whatever the fuck Maximus Orion is to him, his ward, I don't know, whatever. But I don't care to if his mom agreed to fix him a plate or not. You're a grown-ass man. Go through fucking beans on a plate and sit the fuck down, instead of running off to your room like a child. Like, Jesus Christ. But anyways, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the Rocket Pro Wrestling Facebook page or fan page, whatever the hell they call it over there. It's posted over there. I'm sure the LIM shared it somewhere. I made a TikTok of it, which is funny and hilarious. Yeah, but it doesn't help Maximus in any way from what I feel about him, which is not only a moron and a golden boy, but also his parents fucking do shit for him. Not quite well as obviously, his parents, maybe to go parenting counseling. Who fucking knows? The Shelleys are all fucked up. I will say that. But at least they made one good choice, and having Travesty a commentary this coming Saturday was one of those great choices. So if there's one positive would come out of the fucking Shelleys existing, it's Travesty being in Joliet. So I'll be right next to Steve, which I still have yet to. I have not had conversation one with C Red since RPW. The last time I was there, I haven't had a conversation with Steve since the last time I was at RPW, the last show. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. Who knows? I'm sure Shelly's going to find some way to bitch about me, but it'll be okay because we could all be there and we could watch fucking the main event and watch another one of their friends crumble. Anyway, but hey, let's start the beginning though. What's happening here at Rocket Pro Wrestling, Nubby? Floor is yours for this match card breakdown.
Yeah, so this Saturday is Christmas Chaos. It is the holiday spectacular at Rocket Pro Wrestling. And it's featuring our special guest, Joe Hendry. Now, normally because he's in a match, and I would assume he's going to be later in the card, I wouldn't talk about him later. But he is important in the beginning of the day because starting at 2 p.m., there is a meet and greet with Joe Hendry from 2 to 4 p.m. And pictures are $30. Autographs are $30. Now, if you want both, it looks like there's a special of $50. So you save $10 if you get both.
Which you might as well at that point,
Yeah. And as always, it's cash only. Now, it was talked about on the podcast of the LIM, and Senior Asshole did explain how things are going to go. So I will do my due diligence on how this will go. You will not be able to purchase tickets for the show between the hours of 2 and 4. Just because you're going in for the autographs, you're only going in for the autographs at that time. You'll be in through the normal doorway like you would for a show, and then you're going to enter the arena. But this is for autographs only, or the meet and greet with Joe Hendry. That's the only thing that's going to take place at that moment. Then you'll be escorted out of the building, out those side doors, and you'll be walked around the building through the gate, and you'll have to re-enter the building at the normal time of 4 o'clock, or maybe a little bit after. They're going to start wrapping up the meet and greet around 4, and then that's when you can purchase your tickets. So be prepared to have to just walk around and purchase your tickets then. Not going to be able to get them early. You're not going to be able to sit in your seat. Once you get that autograph, meet Joe Hendry, out that door. Seems simple enough.
Yeah,
Unless you're Santino.
if you've been to St. Joe's Park, very simple. If you've never been to the building before, you mentioned a lot of doorways that people are gonna be like, eh. But yes, if you've been to St. Joe's Park, you understand. You're entering through the main entrance. You're exiting out the back where the Fan Fest is. So I know what you're talking about because I've been there. For those of you who haven't been there and everything, it's going to be pretty simple once you get there. So yeah, get there early, get in line and everything, and yeah, just get a chance to meet Joe Hendry, one of, if not the most like popular guy in the business today that's not in AEW or WWE.
That is true.
And 80% of it is his fucking theme song. Like, that's it. Like, no disrespect to Joe Hendry, and I don't know if this is going to cause a problem or not, whatever. There's nothing really particular about him that makes him special. You know, it's like he just seems like a normal fucking guy. He just is able to connect with a crowd really well. You know, and obviously he's musical. You know, he's able to, like, you know, play music and all that stuff, which is fantastic. But like when you look at him, like, he doesn't look like a I guess a Vince McMahon professional wrestler, or like what you would, like, he's not like a jacked up, built up fucking dude. He's not doing aerial fucking moves and stuff like that. He just seems like a very normal everyday guy, an average Joe, if you will, you know. And I think maybe that's why fans like associate so well with him and everything. But he is, like you said, you can't argue with the fact that he is a really popular dude. You know, obviously being in TNA, showing up on NXT from time to time, having moments with Shawn Michaels himself. So it's a cool opportunity. And I know several months ago they had a kind of meet and greet somewhere else with somebody else, but it's not as um interactive as this is. This is a little more interactive. You're able to get more for your money here. So yeah, Rocket Pro once again doing it the right fucking way. So good for them.
Definitely. Now you're probably wondering, I just gave you all this information about a meet and greet,
Yeah.
but some of you have never been to St. Joe's before. So how do you know where it's at? Well,
For sure.
I have the answer. I have the address for you. So I'm going to tell you the address right now. I'm going to
Wow,
tell
I
you.
thought Pacman wasn't here today.
I'm doing that in his honor.
Yeah, and I'm about to give you the address to this location. Oh, fucking A. Okay.
So it's at St. Joe's Park, 700 Theodore Street in Joliet, Illinois. Doors open for the show will be 4 p.m. Bell time is 5 p.m. General admission seating is $25, $35 for front row. All right. Let's start. Oh, you're also going to see the Windy City Ghostbusters, as they will be doing their toy drive again.
I saw that picture that they have of the Ghostbusters, and I firmly believe that there are more Ghostbusters than they are contenders in the Battle Royal for that new championship. There's a lot of fucking Ghostbusters in that picture.
That yeah, there is actually.
Yeah. Fucking fucking Maximus Moron. He said he was a Ghostbuster. You know, in between his silly giggling he did over on the LIM podcast.
Well, I don't see him on this flyer, so he must be a liar.
That sounds about right. Nice rhyme there. Good job, Cena.
Can't
Look at you. Yeah, I know. Look at you, thugonomics.
see.
Yeah, but he did say he
how'd
did.
it go? Word life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he went like that after a while.
Yeah, dude. There's a picture of me and a buddy of mine doing this in a picture. I don't know. We were stupid. I found that picture the other day, and I'm like, that's just dumb. Like, God, I'm too white and too south of fucking 80 to be doing shit like that. Mm-mm. No, but yeah, no, yeah. I mean, the toad drive's a cool thing, and then it's like you make a donation, you get put into a raffle or something like that.
Yeah, I believe. I don't know if it's a money donation if they're doing that as well,
Toy.
but
I believe it's an
it's a
unpackaged toy.
It's unpackaged toy, unopened toy.
Yeah.
You'll be entered into a raffle, which will feature a bunch of stuff. It's a Christmas basket, if you will, of stuff. You might even have a couple signed pictures of me in there.
Yeah, I think I think it was the moron. I can't remember exactly who was described. I think it was. Said like it's a lot of Rocket Pro merch, but it's also what the wrestlers and talent want to throw in there as well. So
Right.
there isn't really a defined or definitive value as if you have what that basket is. It could grow to a large value, once the drawing happens. But personally, when it comes to the holiday season and what this is all about, I think the best feeling is going to be more so donating toys to kids who don't get an opportunity to have toys. Like one of the cool things, as a side note, completely unwrestling related, one of the cool things that I was ever a part of growing up and going through church and all that stuff is that there was always these trees outside of the church, right there in the entranceway, and they had like little ornaments with like people's names on them, and you would pull an ornament off, and on the back of it give you information on, it was a child, like what their name is, how old they are, and what are their 3 or 5 favorite things, and you would go and you would go buy that gift, and it was for people who didn't have the money to give their children like the Christmas they felt they deserved. So it's cool that Rocket Pro Wrestling is doing this because they're so community ingrained, being part of the Chambers of Commerce and doing like, these pancake brunches. It's really cool. Like Rocket Pro is really awesome when they come to doing this shit. And obviously including the Ghostbusters is awesome, even though it's nerdy. So
It's fine.
yeah. And the fact that Maximus is one and he's a moron kind of deters me from enjoying the Ghostbusters. So Maximus is like the female Ghostbusters movie when it comes to Ghostbusters. And nothing against women, that was just the worst Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
unfortunate
yeah,
because didn't mind women Ghostbusters. It's just it was a shit ass movie.
yeah. The actresses weren't bad in it. It was just all together. Then you threw Thor in there. It's like, what are you guys doing? Stop it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing I felt when fucking Maximus came out and his all white outfit with his ass saying moron on it. Like, what are you doing? Come on now. Like, you can't even break somebody's arm right. Get over yourself.
Yep.
Which, by the way, I still got the chain.
Yeah. Make
Still
sure
over
you
here.
bring that. Bring
I
that
will.
Saturday.
I will.
I might use it.
I will. I'm gonna make sure I have it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Not saying I'm going to use it, but I might need it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, I guess one of the matches I'll talk about just to get it out of the way, because I don't want to look at his face anymore. So it will be Maximus O'Ryan taking on Joseph Von Jaeger. Now, if Joseph Von Jaeger wants a rematch for the Intercounty title, he'll have to go through Maximus O'Ryan and defeat him. If he does defeat him, then he will have a match with Jesus DeSapio for the Intercontinental Championship in January.
Yeah. So Maximus is pretty much the gatekeeper when it comes to Destapio's title. Which you got to keep in mind. Maximus is the current. What's that? What are they calling it? The rocket to the top briefcase holder.
Yeah.
So I mean, cool on Maximus for wanting to prevent Jaeger from taking one of his teammates' titles and shit like that, but I don't know. I think when it comes down between Jaeger and Orion, though, I mean, Jaeger's probably going to pick up the victory because I don't know. It's just Orion's a moron.
Well, he is a moron, but at the same time,
says on his pants.
Maximus can't win without help. He's a bitch.
Oh yeah, they'll probably end up cheating, 100%. Yeah.
So if the only way Joseph Von Jaeger wins is if no one helps him, if no one helps Maximus. But we all know how it is. Undeniable will be there. I'm sure DeSapio is going to be in his corner. He's going to want to make sure his title stays safe in his arms.
I'm surprised Damien hasn't made DeSapio the special guest referee for this one.
Don't give him any ideas.
No, they don't use my ideas. Come on now.
Oh, they might this time.
Nah, I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, come on now. I called his buddy a moron. That'd be insane.
Yeah, but making DeSoffio the referee would.
Um,
I mean, look what I did. Kind of. I was
Well-
actually a good referee, though.
gotcha.
I didn't really hurt anybody.
Oh, fuck no.
After the match, I did, but that
Yes.
was okay.
That's right. When you kept your shoes on and didn't lose yourself in a high leg kick like a can girl, you're a clutch, bro.
Well, I was wearing jeans that day, so it was fine. Because that makes all the difference. I don't know. This is just nuts, and this is what pisses me off. Maximus is using his, title as owner to get what he wants.
Okay.
And I listened to his bullshit on the LIM podcast, and that's all it was fucking bullshit. He's still saying that all the shit he's doing has nothing to do with me. He just has something in his mind, and it's like, well, why the fuck are you abusing me? Why am I the one suspended here?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. And this is what really gets me. I am suspended in a very important show coming up. I don't get to compete in front of all these people now because Maximus is a piece of shit.
It's petty, yeah.
I don't know if he's jealous of me.
Oh, no, it's jealousy. It's 100% jealousy, yeah.
Because I get the bigger pop.
Fuck
Okay,
yeah.
so
Nobody
what?
gets pops, yeah. That's where it comes into the whole, like, being coddled his entire life. It's like like when you have Maximus Orion, when he has something to fight for, and he comes out, with his cloak and his 90s after school like chick flick television theme song, and the lights down, and he actually has a Titantron that doesn't just say his name, but shows him doing every single fucking moveset 5 from The Undertaker and shit. He's good. He's happy. But he has nothing to fight for anymore. He has no place to be a hero for right now. There's nothing going on with the Idols and his mom. There's nothing going on with Undeniable and him anymore. He has nothing to fucking be a hero for. So he's not getting attention. He's not being a focus. He's not what was he, the Intercounty champion before Rion took that from him? So he was acknowledged at some point as a champ, but he hasn't been a champion in what? Almost 2 fucking years? So it just becomes a point where he needs to find a way to be the center of attention again. And how do you do that? Oh, yeah, choke slam the fucking biggest pop in the fucking building and put yourself in the fucking ladder matches that dictate a future title opportunity. So it's 100% jealousy because people aren't focusing on Maximus Orion like he has been fucking growing up. Point example, he was hoping his mommy would make him a plate when he's 30 years old. And then he fucking huffed and puffed and walked his way down the hall in his parents' house to his bedroom. Which, by the way, I want to congratulate Shelly. You did a terrific job making his bed in his fucking room. Because you can see clear as day when he gets up to, I'm assuming, go grab a juice box or whatever the fuck he needs to grab. Maybe a cookie. You can see a perfectly fucking made bed. I'm assuming his mom did that. Because why wouldn't she if he's fucking fixing him plates and stuff for him to eat? You want to know how I'm fat? I make my own plate. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just need to move back home and say, Mom, from now on, make me plates. And I, too, could look like a fucking Vans Warped Tour attendee like Maximus Moron.
It's just sad. I mean, first Damian Saint took everything for me. A championship I did fight, hard for.
Mm-hmm.
My momentum was up there, and then it went all away when he stripped the title. Which, you know what, I could go on for any other title then, but then he fires me, beats my ass, actually beat me down while I was already down. He never could beat my ass without help.
Undeniable beat you down, not just Damian Saint. Undeniable beat you down,
yeah. And then now we got Maximus Orion, who could have shared the spotlight by taking out Damian Saint back at Fall Brawl. The attention would have been on the both of us. It wasn't just about me. it was about him too. What? And that it doesn't grab his brain, or brain's not grabbing that.
See what Maximus should have done is when you get to a certain point that where he was at, he just needs to reinvent himself and maybe comes out in like some kind of more of a biker gimmick, and he could ride into St. Joe's Park like maybe a scooter or a moped or some shit, and change the theme song a little bit, called himself moderate evil, something. I mean, it worked for the Undertaker, and clearly he's following in his footsteps a little bit. Now he's at the not the American Badass. He skipped over that, but now he's at the big evil part where he kind of sides with the boss and does shitty things, and he just says, "I'm not the bad guy. I am what you guys want me to be." It's like, So don't worry. Soon we'll get the fucking chick flick television show theme song, Maximus Orion back, and everything will be all right in the world. But for now, he's just a moron. So
he's a moron with an ego, and and taking all of my life's work, all my hard work, and shoving it in the trash, throwing it in the trash because he's jealous.
Yeah.
We had different paths. I was going one way, he was going another. There was no crossing the streams, if you will. Fuck you, Maximus.
Yeah.
And and here's another thing that's really getting me. I mentioned it earlier. From what I'm understanding, there's no IPW showcase this week on this show, so I won't be doing any commentary. So, am I even going to be allowed in the building unless I buy a ticket? But I also said I will never buy a ticket again as long as Damian Saint is in charge. I'm not putting money in any of his pockets anymore. Fuck that guy too.
I wouldn't either. Fun fact, I just noticed that if you mix up some of the letters in Maximus Orion, it actually spells moron. So, yeah.
Speaking of mixing up letters, after we get through the ARWPro stuff, we got to talk about something that's Fourth Mother Box Jedi Talk related.
Oh, yeah, I forgot their thing. Yeah, we got to talk about them. I forgot they exist.
Well, because something was said on Instagram over the week, so I got to bring that up.
Oh, you mean you don't want to talk about the fact that fucking Pacman was a turkey's butthole?
Well, we could talk about that too.
I'd rather not. The only thing I want to find out is who the fuck is this lady that assumes I'm out there blowing fucking Pacman?
I don't know, but clearly that's untrue.
I don't get it. Like, there's a picture of us, like, there's photoshopped heads of us on a turkey, and I'm on the head of the turkey, and Pacman's here, like, around the fucking open cavern, whatever the hell that fucking hole is, basically the butthole of the turkey. And somehow I get, her funny little pun saying, like, oh, Mike, Nubby's a fucking wingman. But I'm like, I don't get it. Like, how am I blowing fucking Pacman in this photo? I'm not quite sure what the hell is going on. Like, not that there's anything wrong with that shit. I know fucking Pacman would enjoy it. He'd have the time of his fucking life because I'd rock that shit. But I'm not fucking blowing Pacman. So, not how the fucking pecking order works in this shit. I'm just saying.
It's not like I could have turned the turkey around and put it on the ass. It just, that's where the ass is. It's in the lower areas.
Oh, did you make that?
Of course I made the damn thing.
I thought fucking Pax made that shit, man.
No, I made that thing. I made that damn thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
The original one was supposed to be me and Jay on the legs, but I'm like, well, I don't want Pacman, between us. Like, we don't want to be. No, that would just make all the jokes even worse. So I put B and J on the wings, and just kept Pacman at the ass because, well, he is the ass of the podcast.
100%, yeah, he's the butthole.
He's the better idiot, the better butthole.
Yeah, he's the one where he's where all the shit comes from. Fucking sound. Yeah, it was just so weird. Like, I'm looking at these comments, like funny. Like, some lady wants me to blow fucking Pacman. And like, listen, if she signs up for Patreon, I'll fucking throw her wherever she fucking wants. She wants to watch me blow a fucking dude. I mean, her expectations are really fucking high for what I'm going to do for fucking content. But I mean, hey, whatever she's into, I guess. Who fucking knows? But no.
Wait, what? Nonetheless, Maximus Orion's a moron, piece of shit, and I'm gonna kick his ass one day.
I think so. I think you should show up Saturday and do it anyways.
Well,
Don't buy a ticket, just fucking walk in. Don't buy a ticket, just fucking walk in. Beat his ass and fuck him.
That's why I said I bring the chain. As I go through this card, you're gonna notice something very interesting.
Okay.
Let's see if you pick up on it. All right, so another match, we have Rafael Quintero making his Rocket Pro debut as he takes on Gunner Brave.
That's a big good match.
It's gonna be solid.
It kind of seems like Gunner's been taking on the debut. And he was in a triple threat last month where two stars debuted in Rocket Pro Wrestling. So it's almost like Gunner's becoming the measuring stick for who's going to be around in Rocket Pro in the future.
Right, and it's Chuck Jordan's kind of like the one, making things happen too. Because instead of him being the one to face Gunner like a coward, he's running scared, so he's letting other people do it. But this one will be probably one of the best matches in Rocket Pro this season because Rafael Quintero should be on TV right now.
100%. Dude's solid.
In a short amount of time, he has rocked the Midwest. He may be a bigger star than Axel Rico at this point.
Well, Quintero, he had a lot of I can't remember who did he lose the title to at CSW?
He didn't lose the title.
Who did he win the title from at CSW?
In Estra.
Yeah. When I saw them at the Mr. Bill Classic, to me that was match of the night.
Okay.
I mean, regardless of all like the nostalgia for Windy City, those guys fucking tore the house down. They were fucking good. And I know that they kind of like ran that shit back for a few months in a row because they just couldn't seem to get away from each other. Like there was just a feud. They were so intertwined to try to figure out who was the better man. It was very close to Carmelo Hayes and Charlotte Flair's husband. Why am I forgetting his fucking name? Who's Charlotte Flair's husband? Yeah, Andrade. Their best of 7 series. It was very similar to that. Like they just could not get away from each other. But no, he's fucking good. That's going to be a great match, and I can't wait to call that one.
Because you are going to call that one.
I'm going to be there. I'll be there. Yeah. Rocket Pro doesn't want to fucking throw me on a fucking poster and make an announcement on shit. But yeah, do it for fucking Joe Hendry. Why the hell not?
Say his name, and he will appear.
Yeah.
I believe in Travis T.
Cut me a check. I'll show up.
Johnny Nye will be taking on, I guess we got to call him John Bowman. No longer Kevin Cade.
I'll call him Kevin Cade.
I think you should.
Right? What's he going to do to me? Beat me up? I don't give a fuck.
Will Joey be there? Will Roxy be there? Is Damian Gray going to be around?
Well, see, is he even known as Joey anymore?
Yeah, he did say his name was Scott.
Yeah, so, and obviously he was talking about, like, he's quitting the business. Haven't really got much more since then, so it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to try to get any kind of retribution, because right now he just seems so fucking broken.
Yeah, he's definitely broken. Let's skip that one.
Skip that one.
Steve Michaels is going to defend his championship in an open challenge.
There you go, Nubby. Show up.
Hey,
an open challenge against
Vacant.
There we go. Yeah. There's your opportunity, Nubs. Step up. Take it. Take that opportunity.
I mean, what are they going to do? Tell me no?
Right, yeah. It's an open challenge. Like, you weren't told you couldn't be in it.
Right. Just because I'm suspended doesn't mean anything, honestly. What are you going to do? Nothing.
They want to suspend you again? Think about that.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
they just bounce. They just negate both of them at that point. It's a double negative. So you know.
security is not going to throw me out because they are LIM after all.
See, there you go. Right. Finally, the LIM's useful for something. Other than keeping you connected to Maximus Moron in the sense of your brotherly bond for Team Suck Squad.
Oh, yeah. I hate Maximus right now, but I do agree with him on one thing. I will not sit through another fucking trial. What's done is done.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
It's over. I'm at that point where a trial is not going to do anything.
Maybe you just have to walk away from the LIM and quit.
That would be just too easy.
Yeah, I know. It would have been easier if you just didn't join to begin with. Like I said, you shouldn't do, but because I didn't say bye to you. Apparently, okay, I got you. It's fine.
Yeah, I remember.
That's fine. That's fine. You're like the impressionable teenage girl who takes Molly in the locker room at a fucking dance just because you want to fit in with the other bitchy little girls. But that's cool.
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, it's okay. You're good. You're fine, man. As far as I know, man, you're like in the celebrity wing of the LIM group. It's like they'll acknowledge you. They just never fucking invite you to shit. Are you in the intro to the podcast?
No, and I wasn't even invited to that podcast either. No one told me.
Wild. God, they're like Power Hour over again. When they need some fucking bump and fucking views and shit, they'll fucking mention the Amazing Turtle, but never invite him on. Dicks. You always got a home here, Nubby.
Well, speaking of dicks, go ahead.
I was gonna say, even when you eventually hate me and realize I'm a horrible fucking person, you're still welcome here.
Well, speaking of horrible people and dicks and bitches.
Speaking of horrible dicks.
Horrible dicks and bitches and everything else. Ryan Matthews, who is the Outer Limits champion, will be teaming up with his bitch friend, Eric Schultz, who is the Zero Gravity champion, and they'll be accompanied by Bounce Check J-Beck, the keyboard warrior himself. They'll team up against Sam Knight and Aaron Stone.
It's gonna be interesting because Stone and Knight, they were opponents last month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, they weren't.
They weren't. Sam Knight, Maximus Orion. Who else was in the ladder match?
Damian Gray.
Okay. I was getting
somebody else.
Yeah, I was giving the previous year mix. Okay, never mind. We're good. Okay. Well, obviously, Sam Knight's having issues with the Undeniable, and they're part of the reason he doesn't have that briefcase himself. And Stone's history with the Undeniable goes back to when I first started showing up at Rocket Pro Wrestling, back when he had to win the title against the fucking Outer Limits champion, So, who was awarded Quinn Whittick's fucking title opportunity.
Right.
When Stone cashed in the briefcase, supposed to face Quinn. Quinn unfortunately wasn't able to attend. Yeah, so there's a long history of the Undeniable and Stone. So, maybe Jaeger should talk to Stone about, maybe, hey, listen, in case some shit goes down in my match with Maximus Moron, maybe come out and, maybe save the fucking day. Find some fucking friends, which I know it's not easy for fucking Germans to do because, well, they're fucking Germans, but they're not all bad. Great pierogies, shit like that, but,
Pierogies is Polish.
Who gives a shit? It's all the same. Sauerkraut, who cares? Wait, you're telling me that Polish people and German people aren't the same types of people?
No.
It's the same fucking shit, man. They both got sausages and scientists. They're both over there. Wherever that way is. Wait. They're over there. Yeah.
Now, did you notice the little common denominator?
I didn't. You know, I was waiting to you. I was gonna see if you're gonna like ask me at the very end, but no, I'm not seeing the comparisons or what's going on here. No.
Out of all of the not undeniable, one champion is defending their title.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, and we don't know if maybe this open challenge is a setup for some kind of mark.
Right. It's
Maybe Pax is coming out of retirement.
I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen open challenges turn into, you know, scams. You know.
I mean, yeah, it could be a scam. It's also interesting that the other champions are not defending their title.
Yeah. Well,
sounds like Damian Saint's protecting his people again.
Yeah, which I always thought was weird when companies don't have the 30-day defend your title rule. Yeah, it's like defend that shit, or have 2 shows a month. Then you don't have to defend it that show, but hey, keep some champions, you know, for the long term, I guess. You know, if you don't defend them. Hell, the only titles that they don't have are, you know, are also being defended on this show. Nutty.
But here are some titles that will be defended because nobody's an undeniable in this situation. It will be the tag team champions, the 3 rings, Sinister and Machine, accompanied by Ringmaster, taking on the number 1 contenders, Skylar Reed and Rion Skills.
What is Pacman calling them?
I don't know.
Can't remember. I know it's something stupid. I mean, it's clever, but it's stupid. I don't know. It doesn't matter. 3 rings are gonna win. I mean, that's kind of fucking obvious. It was brought to my attention that I made a mistake in my commentary during the tag title match a couple months back. Actually, I want to take that moment to kind of, you know, mention that. I know we're running a little bit long, but we're okay. We're good. A couple months back, I was commentating a tag team championship match between the Bros and 3 rings with Max Sinister and the Machine. And I know there's a lot of speculation that I am friends with Max Sinister, and it's just not true. I'm friends with Max Holiday. You know, I can understand how people get them confused. They're both Maxes. They both have long hair. They both have fantastic beards, and they both happen to kick people in the fucking face. So, but they're 2 completely different people. I could hang out and hug my best friend, longest reigning 3-time SCW heavyweight champion, Max Holiday. I'm not saying I ever did hug him, but you know what? If he came in arms wide open, I'll fucking creed him and, you know, hug him. Band, not James. You know what I'm saying? During my commentating, I happened to mention after Max Sinister kicked Bro's face through the back of his skull, I said, I've never seen my friend kick anyone that aggressively. And that's not true. I'm glad that was brought to my attention. I must have said that in the heat of the moment. It was totally incorrect. Max Holiday's boot named Sue has the most aggressive kick in the business. So I don't know what I was thinking by saying that. It wasn't right. It was wrong of me. And I already talked to Max about it. He's forgiven me because we are best friends. Longest reigning SCW 3-time heavyweight champion, Max Holiday. So we're good. We're square. We can move on from this. But I want to admit my mistake that even though Max Sinister resembles Max Holiday in so many different ways, the biggest difference is I'm best friends with SCW longest reigning 3-time heavyweight champion Max Holiday, not evil Max Sinister who walks through a fucking hearse in the back of a building. So.
Also, Max Holiday is affiliated with Sue. Max Sinister is not.
That's true. I don't know if Max Sinister has ever been with a woman, so who knows?
I don't know. But There would be a future match if I was still GM. I would book Max Sinister against Max Holiday.
You'd have to, because you got to find out once and for all who's the better man. Yeah. I would also like to see Max Sinister versus Maximus Orion, because I want to see who truly is the one Undertaker. Because Maximus Orion reminds you of like that late 2010s to 2020 Undertaker, and Max Sinister reminds me of like that Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. I want to see those two fuck each other up. Plus, they're both Maxes. The only difference is one has an aggressive kick and the other one's a moron. But I do want to see that.
Me too.
Yeah. Either way, the overall winner who would in your scenario would be the longest reigning 3-time MCW heavyweight champion Max Holiday, who leg dropped his opponent for me. In honor of me, he pointed right at me. He acknowledged me. I'm not gonna lie, I blushed a little, may have peed, but it was quite the honor.
I knew something smelled funny when I went up to commentary.
Mostly asparagus and pineapple, yeah.
And I knew it wasn't Chet because he wasn't there, so I had to.
No, I didn't see his sweatpants, his Crocs, his fanny pack, or his lady. Anyways, yeah, so the tag titles are on the line. So Rion has an opportunity to win his second championship in Rocket Pro Wrestling. So we'll see what happens.
We will. Can you feel it?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm probably going to still stick with the 3 rings, which I know when I go into commentary and you get these 3 geriatric fucks I got to fucking do commentary with, staying up and clapping and dancing around and shit because, hey, it's Rion Skills. Whoop-de fucking do. It's like, okay. Live your life, enjoy yourself. You guys, obviously, yes, this is what you're here for. I got all the respect in the world for fucking Rion Skills, but I don't need to hear these 3 over here treat me like I'm the fucking monster just because I have a logic opinion on the outcome of this match. Being that Rion's partner is Skylar Reed, and well, it's Max Sinister and Machine with the ringmaster outside the ring. So I'm sorry that I choose logic when I think about who I want to root for in a matchup. They want to choose who they can fucking dance and clap around with the best. So,
true.
Yeah. Plus, Grin might be out there, so who knows? We also got to keep that as a factor. It's not just. I mean, it's 3 rings for a reason.
Yeah.
Grin could pop up out of nowhere.
And C-Red doesn't like Grin.
Yeah, I've noticed. Yeah, that was. Yeah. See, he could have yelled at me for that. He could have cussed me out for making the joke about bringing Grin over to the commentary table. Instead, he cussed me out over something that didn't exist. Nuts.
I don't know, but you know what does exist? A matchup between 2 superstars. And if you say his name, he'll appear. Joe Hendry will be taking on all day Marche Rocket.
I know somebody, I'm not sure who it was, advertised as NWA versus TNA.
It's kind of a thing.
Yeah,
it's not a thing, but it's a thing.
It's been acknowledged. I think one of the posters kind of showed it too. So I think it's a cool way to look at it. But personally, if it was up to me, I would focus more on it being Rocket Pro Wrestling's Marche Rocket, not NWA's. I get why they did it because they're making it a huge spectacle, which it should be. You're gonna get the beyond standing room only. There could be a possibility that you're gonna turn people away that night. It's a strong possibility. That's why you guys need to get there early. It's encouraged to get there fucking early because, yeah, it's a huge moment. And I would think that obviously the open challenge for the RPW championship would be the main. This supersedes that. And I'm not big on matches that aren't championship matches being main, but this is the main event because yes, you're taking Marche Rocket, a hero to everyone in the area, widely fucking known. You're taking out fucking Joe Hendry, who is well known, but he's well known in a different sense. He's well known from television, social media, shit like that. But Marche's made a name for himself in Chicago, in the Midwest. So it's going to be hard. I'm just eager to see what fucking Hendry does when he gets chopped on Marche Rocket. So
I think I'm looking forward to that the most.
I also want to see. I also want to see how close to his true entrance he is. And that's gonna be interesting too to see.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I don't know where I'll be watching it, but hey,
this is gonna be and nothing against anyone's I've ever nothing against anyone else, but that's going to probably be the biggest match I ever commentate. So nothing against anyone else.
Bigger than Joey Avalon and Quinn?
I think when it comes from star attraction, yes. When it comes to like actual like matchups, I mean, there's a lot of great matches I had opportunities to commentate. Like, yeah, Avalon and Quinn was an incredible fucking matchup. But I think when you look at star power, that's why I say this is the biggest. Mm-hmm. And it's just because it's Joe Hendry, TNA star, Marche Rocket, Chicago, Chicago's guy. That star power wise, this is gonna be the biggest for me. So it's a little nerve wracking, but
Marche was in TNA for a while too, or when it was Impact. So
that's true. So he has history in TNA before Hendry even got there.
Right.
So it's wild, yeah. Side note, I did try to reach out to Hendry to get him on the show. He never responded, but I can't blame him. Fucking dude's busy. But it would be cool for him to pop up, just like, even if he just like was a pop up on a fucking screen, just like turn around, look, and then just leave. I'd fucking mark out to that. But we'll see him on Saturday. I don't think there's probably no chance I'm gonna fucking talk to that dude because I know who I am. It's like I'm not. In my mind, it'd be bothering, and I'm not that fucking person. I just want to show up, do my job, and fucking leave. So. But that's not true. Show up, do my job, say bye to Nubsters, and then leave.
Yeah, because if you don't say goodbye to Nubsters, there's a problem.
Oh, yeah, you're probably going to join a cult because that's the next level to the cult you're already in. You just you make poor choices if I don't say goodbye. So
don't allow me to make poor choices.
That's, yeah. Or I just don't say hello. If I don't say hello, then I don't have to worry about saying goodbye.
That is also true.
I have to be like a fucking ghost. So.
Way to be logical. But yeah, that is the card for Christmas Chaos, which takes place this Saturday, December the 7th at St. Joe's Park. The meet and greet for Joe Hendry is between 2 and 4 at St. Joe's Park, 700 Theodore Street in Joliet. The show itself starts at 5 p.m. Doors open at 4 p.m. for that. Again, you do the meet and greet, and then if you want to watch the show, you got to come back in at 4 o'clock to buy your ticket. General seating is $25. Front row is $35. See you Saturday. Maybe.
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 Okay. All right. We'll go back and forth because we got like seven or 6 more match cards.
Yeah, or something like that.
6 more previews, not all match cards. So I'm gonna do Dreamwave. I'm gonna back-to-back Dreamwave because we have a show Friday and Saturday for them. So I'll do them both back-to-back here. So it gives you time to kind of like
relax.
Yeah. Warm that voice up. Okay. So Dreamwave presents Uprising. That's gonna be this Friday, December 6th, at the KC Club in LaSalle, Illinois. That's at 209 Gooding Street. Your doors are going to open up 6. Your bell time is going to be at 7. Pre-show meet and greets at 5 p.m. in the lobby. And tickets are required for entry into the pre-show and the meet and greet. And you can buy your tickets over at DreamwaveWrestling.com. Some of the matches announced for that, you're going to see Maggie Lee versus Zeta Steele. Maggie is the current Dreamwave Women's Champion, so she'll be defending her title against Zeta Steele. You're going to have Rebecca J. Scott, who is the current Uprising Alternative Champion, and she'll be taking on Kylie Ray, which I believe, if I recall, Kylie Ray has recently been added as a WWE ID. Is that correct?
Yep. That is correct. Oh.
Awesome. Sierra, one of my favorites in the business right now, she'll be taking on Becca, which I don't know if I've ever heard of Becca. Her name is spelled B-E11. 3 CCA, which is
Yeah.
awesome and unique. I don't think I've ever heard of her though.
She's kind of a mainstay at Dreamwave. She's been around.
Okay. So maybe I've heard her. I just never really acknowledged the fact that it says Becca until you look at the name. They're also going to have the first ever Good as Gold 30 Women's Rumble. Some of the participants in that is going to be Brooke Havoc, Erica Damia, Maya World, Freya the Slayer. Becca will be in that as well. Shelly Benson is going to be make an appearance. J-Rod, Zamaya, Amina Belmont, or Amina Belmont. Jesus, Amina Belmont. What the hell's wrong with me? Shaza McKenzie, Nixie XS, Ivy Malibu, Ashlyn Alexander, Gabby Forza, and Heather Monroe are just a few people who are right now announced for the Good as Gold Royal Rumble. So if you guys want to check out a Friday show, I think as far as the shows we're talking about, this is the only Friday show. I think the other ones are on Saturday, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, if you're out, near KC Club in LaSalle, Illinois, this Friday, make sure you check them out. Again, the meet and greet's going to start at 5 p.m. Doors going to open at 6, and bell time's going to start. Bell time's at 7 o'clock, expected to run about 3 hours. So, following that, the following day, Saturday, December 7th, is Dreamwave's Good as Gold show. Doors will open at 5. The bell time's going to be at 6. This is also at the Casey Club in LaSalle, Illinois, 209 Gooding Street. Again, tickets can be purchased just at DreamwaveWrestling.com, just like the Friday show. So, again, projected to start around 6 o'clock, or start around 6, projected to be around 3 hours. Some matches, you got Connor Hopkins, who is the current Dreamwave champion. He'll be putting his title up against Christian Rose, which in an alternate universe seems kind of weird. Or another galaxy. I don't know how you guys fucking describe that shit, but
it's all the same.
But Connor Hopkins will be defending his title against Christian Rose. You got the Dreamwave Alternative title being defended in a 4-way match with current champion Marcus Mathers taking on August Matthews, Stephen Wolf, and Davey Bang. Dreamwave Tag Team titles are going to be defended as current champions The Hype be taking on the new guys. And they're going to have the 30-man Good as Gold Rumble. And some people who are announced for the men's Rumble will be Florida Man, Bobby Orlando, which I guess could also be a Florida Man, whatever. World Class Channing Thomas, Trevor Outlaw, Eric Cannon, Christian Rose, or Connor Hopkins. So whoever loses that match, I assume, will be in this Royal Rumble. Sabotage Sean Logan, Vic Capri, Jordan Cross, Warhorse, Matt Hayter, Jay Fowler, 12 Gauge, Victor Inestra, Jackson King, Hunter Holcraft have been announced currently for the Rumble. Obviously, there's 30 men, but that's just a few of them who have been announced. So if you're out in LaSalle area and you want to check out some professional wrestling, make sure you check them out again. They have a show Friday and Saturday. So again, go to DreamwaveWrestling.com and check out both events. Buy your tickets. Again, if you're going to be out in the LaSalle area this coming weekend. So. Okay, cool. Your turn.
All right. So, Super Wrestlers is this Sunday, December the 8th, and they present Unleashed. It is at the Concord Music Hall, which is 2047 North Milwaukee Ave. Doors open at 6 p.m. I assume the show will start at 7.
Mm-hmm.
For tickets, go to the Super Wrestlers Facebook page and click on the link. All right. So a couple matches. We have Canadad taking on Delay Mijon. Or Megan, yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Siphon will be taking on Shogun. Destructo, which kind of seems familiar to you. I don't know.
Well, he's not. I'll tell you right now. I mean, he may look similar to my best friend, Lawrence reigning 3-time SCW heavyweight champion, but he is not the same. He's in the same boat as that monster Sinister. I'll tell you right now, though,
Yeah,
Destructo does not throw a boot compared to anything that Sue has. Just saying.
true. He'll be taking on Pubic Moose for the Hot Potato Championship. Rumor has it, Business Puppy is returning.
Oh shit! In a minute.
And then we have Biff Beware debuting. And that's it as of right now. If you go to the Super Wrestlers Facebook page, there's some videos that can get you up to speed on what's going to take place. They have been going to YouTube, their shows. The last show, I believe, is on there.
Awesome.
So check that out to get up to speed on what's happening at the Super Wrestlers.
Yeah. If you have a hard time finding their YouTube channel, if you go to the JFW Podcast YouTube channel and scroll down, it's right there on our homepage, along with all the other YouTube channels that are along with the shows and companies that we talk about on here. So
There you go.
yeah, subscribe while you're to us. Yes. If you want to thank us for finding an easier way for you to find the Super Wrestlers, subscribe to us. We appreciate that.
It's easy. It's easy as pie.
Yeah. Yeah, 3.14.
Yeah. Super Wrestlers again this Sunday, December the 8th at the Concord Music Hall, 2047 North Milwaukee Avenue in Chicago, Illinois. Doors open at 6 p.m. Again, bell time, so 7 p.m. I can assume. Tickets, go to the Facebook page and click on the link. And that's Super Wrestlers.
Midwest Championship Wrestling also has a show this weekend in Ottawa, Illinois. Join them for the action-packed night of live pro wrestling featuring Midwest Championship Wrestling at Skydive Chicago. Again, that's in Ottawa, Illinois on December 7th. This Christmas holiday season, MCW is teaming up with St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital to bring joy to the kids in need for the holiday season. Bring a new unwrapped toy to the event and help them light up the faces of children this Christmas. Your generous donation will go directly to the kids at St. Jude's, being hand-delivered by MCW wrestlers themselves. Don't miss out on the thrill of pro wrestling, and together, y'all can help spread cheer to the children leading into the Christmas holiday season. Tickets available to this show can be purchased through the link on their Facebook page. Just search Midwest Championship Wrestling, Illinois. Their logo is the state of Illinois with the American flag and saying MCW across. There are multiple MCWs, but if you want to find this one, image of Illinois, American flag, MCW. If you haven't been to an MCW show, Skydive Ottawa is at 61350 3215 East 1969th Road. Oh, yeah, I forgot. So many fucking numbers. Okay. Let's see here. Tickets currently are $20. We're going to see Robbie Reeves and Stone Ambrose take on FXB and Lizardman. You're going to see War God, Eris Creed take on Wildcard Chris Mercer. Trent Wrigley is going to take on Juice King Joey Pearson. AMB's taking on Sky High Xavier Sky. More matches to be announced, more matches to occur. Those are the only ones that have been announced right now. Let me find you guys the time because they're not. I don't know why they didn't post it. It's stupid. I think it's like 6 or something, but it's not even on the flyer. That's nutty. Anyways, I I think normally it starts at like 6 or 7. I don't fucking know. You know what? I gave you all the information I have. Here it is. Boom, this Saturday. Look at me. I almost just gave up. 7 o'clock. So I'm guessing the door's going to open around 6. So get there early, get your tickets, get in there. And yeah, bring an unwrapped gift. You know, let's continue to help out children in need and families who, you know, want to give their kids a decent Christmas. The Ghostbusters, that's not St. Jude. That's a completely different thing, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Different.
Irrelevant, but I mean, just curious.
Got you.
Yeah, so that's MCW.
All right. Before I get into Ultimate Combat, just a special announcement for Chicago style wrestling. If you are, hopefully you are listening to the show before midnight tonight. Otherwise, it'll be Tuesday and you have missed out. There is a $5 off general admission seating special until midnight tonight. Just go to the ticket link at Chicago Style Wrestling to get $5 off your general admission. But you only have till midnight tonight.
Tell you what, Nubby, because we're team players and shit, how about I run through Power Entertainment and you could share that on our social media real quick?
I should be able to.
Okay, cool. I'll go a little bit slower. I know I'm usually kind of a quick draw here, but fuck it.
I should be able to just copy it, right? Copy their post and put it
Yeah,
on.
you should be able to share it, and then like at the top it'll say like share to our page. You should be able to do that. Yeah, you're an administrator on our page. You should be able to.
I'll try to copy the link first, see what that does.
Yeah, you live your best life.
Technology is not my friend sometimes.
Hey man, you do you, brother. You do you. There's less than 120 seats remain for this Saturday's December 7th. POW Entertainment returns to the American Legion Post 703 in Fox Lake for POW Rage Reaction. These doors are opening up at 6. Show to start at 7 o'clock. First row seats are obviously sold out. POW Entertainment sells out the front row rather quickly. Second row are $20 in advance, $25 at the door. General admission, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. Again, the link to that is on their Facebook page at Power Entertainment. Current matches that are scheduled to happen, it's your boy Mason Perks, who is the current POW heavyweight champion, who won it at, Wrestle Rage last month. He'll be defending his title against Kazile, the former champion. The POW Tag Team Championship will be on the line as Heroes of Our Time will be taking on the returning Bad Hombre Cartel. The Midwest champion, Will Emery, is going to defend it against a mystery opponent. Me-Hooks will be taking on Jason Dukes along with Chris Hedford. BMI, the Bruiser Mass Index, will be going against Magnus King and Tommy McCabe. Acid Jazz will be going one-on-one with Ace Hamilton. The Zebra Kid Royal will be occurring. Jimmy Blaze looks to be a participant in that. And I guess one of the cooler announcements, I don't know this person, but Dana Adiva is going to return to POW Entertainment at this Saturday's show. So for those of you who are fans or even know who she is, make sure you check that out. And I guess as a special bonus, until midnight tonight, you get 10% off your tickets if you purchase at the link for Power Entertainment. So there you go. Cool. More ticket sales. So,
well, it's Cyber Monday.
Yep. Yeah. So again, that's going to be Rage Reaction. That's going to be this Saturday out at the American Legion at 703 US Route 12 in Fox Lake, Illinois. So, yeah, Nubby, if you want to take it from there on the remaining match cards, I'm going to share this one to our page as well.
I shall do that. We're going to go to Ultimate Combat Gauntlet, which is this Friday. December the 6th, so it kind of lied. There was another Friday show.
Oh. Wait, which
Yeah.
show? Oh, Ultimate Combat Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
They present Invasion of the Body Slammers. It is at Magoo's Bar and Grill, 6550 South Maynard Avenue in Bedford Park, Illinois. All ages show. Doors open at 6 p.m. Bell time is 7 p.m. Kids, you are $10. Adults, you are $20. All right, one of the matches is Rafael Quintero taking on Mascara Suicida. By the Book will be taking on J.R. Lindsay and Brittany K. Trash Panda will be taking on Doom Montgomery. Adam Stallion will be taking on Hans Garden, the master of the crab. He gives crabs. King Trell with Big Business Levi will be teaming up with Connor Core against Xavier Sky and Jack Baller with Pete. And that is Ultimate Combat Gauntlet, which takes place at Magoo's this Friday, December the 6th, 6550 South Maynard Avenue, Bedford Park, Illinois. All ages show. Doors open at 6 p.m. Bell time 7 p.m. Kids, you are $10. Adults, you are $20. And that's it.
Nice. Was that leave? It's just the ARW preview?
We got the ARW Black and Blue from this past Wednesday. And there is another show for them, which I will talk about after.
Okay, yeah, let's jump into the results then. I didn't know if you wanted to do the preview or the match card before the results, but it makes more sense for us to cover what happened before we focus on what's going to happen. Solid, bro.
Well, there's no match card to really talk about.
Gotcha.
It's just information about a show. But before I do forget, I would like to bring this up now.
Yeah, Chet's got a girlfriend.
Oh, I guess we can bring that up. Chet has a girlfriend.
God, what's wrong with her? How much she cost? How much are you paying her?
That is the question everyone
I know, right?
was asking.
Yeah, right. I mean, good for him, in all honesty, but I mean, it's just like, come on now. Fucking dude rock sweatpants and Crocs and shit. I mean, that just goes to show. That's why fat people can't find love. Actually, that's not true at all. Not one single 600-pound life, dude. No. Never mind. It's just my personality. Anyways, what did you want to talk about, Nubby?
Well, speaking of 600-pound asshats and no personality, Kyle, on Fourth Mother Box.
Yeah. Hey, Kyle.
Said something about our podcast being called Just Farts Podcast or something. I don't know, something irrelevant. But there's something that was posted on social media that wasn't by Kyle. It was by Brad Hughes of Jedi Talk.
Is that the guy who wore the pink shorts and the lawn chair?
Yeah, and I think his pink shorts were a little too tight this time when he said this. Now
Okay.
I need to quote it perfectly. I don't want to mess it up. So give me so he said, and I quote, logo, and he's talking about our logo. He said, logo looks like it says Jew. They can't even make three-letter legible. Yeah, you said that before.
I've said that numerous times. It's funny.
Yeah. But if you think it's not legible, then your East Coast education sucks, because E and F are clearly not the same.
No.
Even in the logo, there is no line at the bottom of the F.
No.
That which would make it an E. So, what kind of education do you have, Brad?
The thing is, the only way it looks like Jew is if first off somebody points it out to you, or you're looking for something other than JFW. Because the thing is, our logo says Just Freaking Wrestling Podcast underneath it, and once you see that, you know that's JFW. So, first of all, I don't know why he's attacking the logo. I mean, at least our logo doesn't depict words and verbiage from something that currently exists from pop culture and shit, like Jedi and shit. That's why we don't get sued, and we don't get cease and desist orders, and we don't get people coming at us and everything. But unless you're looking for Jew in it, you're not gonna fucking see it. You're gonna see JFW because that's what the expectation is. It's so
even if Just Freaking Wrestling wasn't written there, if you look at the logo and not glance at it, you clearly it's an F.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't see another line. So, where's the education at?
Oh, he's dopey. And does he live on the East Coast?
Yeah, that's why I said the East Coast education sucks.
God, yeah, fuck yeah, idiots.
I mean, I think he's from one of the Carolina states, so that explains everything.
Oh, gross.
And then he moved to Florida. So it was a little bit better, but still, where's your education at? Know your ABCs. You might have to write them out all over again. Sing the song if you want to. It helps.
Yeah, don't get me started on that song, man. Apparently they changed it. It's different now.
Something doesn't surprise me.
No, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Brad's issue is to begin with, but listen, all I've done is fucking give them an opportunity to be part of a, social media content creating team. But fucking shit on us. What do I care? Fucking Fourth Mother Box does it. I don't. It's whatever. Yeah. Does our fucking logo look like Jew? If you're looking for it, yeah, sure. But I mean, at least it doesn't fucking say, World Wrestling Entertainment Podcast. So it's not talking about McMahon Talk Podcast. It's just maybe he doesn't like original shit. I don't fucking know.
And his shorts are on too tight.
I think so. Yeah. Maybe I should just put, John Cena podcast or, the Undertaker podcast, or I don't know. Maybe not been original and said, oh, let's just call it Wrestling Talk. No, Kevin, because Wrestling Talk would be too fucking original. It'd have to be like Stone Cold Talk. Because they're not even fucking Jedis. What the fuck? What are they doing? Jedi Talk. Like, I can't even think. I don't know Star Wars, so maybe it's funny in some kind of fucking way. But I don't get, like, what is Jedi Talk supposed to be? I mean, where's the pun?
Don't know.
I mean, they're not fucking Jedi. Just because you own a toy fucking lightsaber doesn't mean you're a fucking Jedi. I don't understand. I don't get it. Also, they got Jed in their fucking podcast, and that's probably why I can't stand them either. Because it's too close to Chet.
Now, Kyle, you're not off the hook. You still suck.
Oh, fuck Kyle. No. This has to do with Kyle in some way. Like, Kyle's involved in this at some point. Yes.
It's Kyle's fault.
Yeah, because Kyle decided to fucking do a podcast on his own and shit. No, it's, yeah.
Still not. Still two people heard it.
Yeah. I don't know. What happened to ARW?
Or besides Ched having a girlfriend.
That's fucking wild. I did watch I did watch a couple of the matches. I watched a couple of the highlights of a couple of matches. I did watch the Evans match. And I have
That
one
was-
question. I have one question about that whenever we do get to it, and
Oh, we will get to it.
it's kind of a negative towards Ennis in a way. By the way, I love Ennis, but there's definitely a negative comment I have towards him. But we'll get there when we get there.
All right. So the show started off with a singles match as Lunatic took on the debuting of Crux.
But you know what? Solid. To open up like that is interesting. The debut is an opener.
Yeah. Oh, before that, before the show officially started, Donovan decided to come out and belittle the crowd for about 5 minutes of boring shit.
Shocker. Fucking shocker.
But Crux got the win over Lunatic. So what a way to debut, get a win over, a vet in the business. Doesn't always happen.
No. I mean, usually when you get to like wrestle a veteran, it kind of gives you like a hey, welcome to the business mentality. It's not so much a hey, let's see what you got. It's more of like let's see what you can handle.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like you said, I mean, to take on Lunatic, even though Lunatic's not full-time active and stuff like that, I mean, he's still a tough fucking dude, even behind the goofiness of the poopa chew and pretending to pee on people and drinking water out of Braun's mouth or vice versa, whatever the hell they do, he's still a tough fucking dude. So,
He's still peeing on refs.
yeah, I believe that.
Jay Thunder took on Danger Mask. Danger Mask got the win. Surprisingly.
Wow.
Considering with Eric Schultz out there, ready to do some shenanigans. Well, the shenanigans backfired because Eric Schultz went to hit Danger Mask and accidentally hit Jay Thunder.
Yeah, not off to a good start in that team, is he?
Yeah.
Pulling for a main event. Fucking can't help him get a win. What's the benefits then? What's the benefit of being on a team if,
So I'm pretty sure. Wait, so did I say Jay Thunder got the win?
No, you said Tiger Mask got the win. Yeah.
Okay. Tiger
Or Danger Mask.
Cool. Yeah,
Wait.
it's all the same.
The Danger Mask or Tiger Mask? Now I'm confused.
Danger Mask. There is a Tiger Mask. There is a Tiger Mask that exists, but
gotcha. Danger Mask picked up the win over Jay Thunder. That's what you said.
Yeah, due to Eric Schultz, accidentally hitting Jay.
Which is weird because you hardly ever use the term Jay Thunder lose in like the same sentence, unless there's shenanigans. Which we saw obviously him lose against Damian Gray when Damian Gray put him out with chloroform. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
So. Jay and Willie did have some words after the match because Willie was the one distracting the ref, along with their idiot, whatever bodyguard, security guard, whatever he is. Kind of weird. And then Jay walked off. He just went to the back. Didn't want to hear it.
Oh, maybe it's a short-lived run with him.
I warned Jay Thunder about them guys. And let's keep in mind, me and Jay Thunder have beaten before they were, well, I guess they were programmed then, weren't they? No, they were High Society. But nonetheless, it was Eric Schultz and Nick Diamond, and we beat them. And Jay Thunder should have known what he was dealing with.
Are you saying that you outshined the Diamond?
Oh, I outshined Diamond that day. I did.
Like, yeah, man, hey, he's a former ARW champion.
Yeah. Well, this was before he was champion, but nonetheless.
Still it counts. Yeah, it counts.
It counts.
Yeah, it counts.
But speaking of Eric Schultz, he took on Isaac Slate. Isaac Slate. Isaac. Yeah, it works. Right after. Isaac Slate did win via DQ because Schultz got caught using the briefcase. Now, during the match, that idiot security guard decided to choke Isaac Slate, but then when Isaac Slate turned the tables a little bit on Eric Schultz, for some reason that dumb security guard was choking out Eric Schultz and wasn't realizing what he was doing. I don't know if he's blind or he's really that stupid.
He was just told to choke, and he's like, all right, sold.
But then Schultz attacked Isaac, but only to be stopped quick by Joey Boom Boom and announced that if the program the program will be banned from ringside during the main event. And if they were to show up during the main event, any member of the program, they will be fired. But this is also assuming Boom Boom is still owner at the time.
Oh, that's right, because he's got to face Dave
Allen.
Dave Allen.
And
I was going to say Dave West. I'm like, nah, that's all right.
But Boom Boom did make that point that he said he will be the owner when that match happens. But I had to make that note, assuming he is, because we wouldn't have known yet.
Yeah. I don't see Dave Allen being the kind of guy to honor the last wishes of a former owner.
You'd be surprised, actually.
Well, I don't know. I think he's more for himself lately.
Well, you'd be surprised that some things just didn't happen.
Oh,
gotcha. But we had the Battle Royal, which the winner would be the final entrant in the Indiana Rampage in January. And the winner was J City of the family.
Good for the family. Good for the family picking up some wins. Kind of getting their shit back on track.
That's right. Well, they're putting the right people in the right spots.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had the Fatal 4-Way for the Indiana State Championship as Chavez took on Balling, Moon, and the champion, Donovan Marcellus. Now, during the match, Donovan got really frustrated because he was not getting the pinfalls and took it out on BJ Porter, the referee. Well, in typical BJ fashion, as he should, because I taught him well enough, he stuck up for himself and shoved Donovan into a corner and screamed at him like he was a child.
Good.
Well, he is a child.
Oh, yeah, he's always a child, yeah. Yeah.
So, and, in that case, the referee has every right to push back. You touch them, they have a right to touch you. It's just the way it is.
Everyone has the right to defend themselves, yep.
Donovan went to use the belt on Chavez, but was stopped by the Cult Classics manager. I don't remember her name. And then she slapped the holy piss out of Donovan. This is how hard she slapped. Europe heard it. And Braun the Lumberjack popped for it.
I was watching a portion of this match, and I watched that moment. And I don't know exactly who was on commentary, but they made the comment saying blood is thicker than water when that incident happened. So I'm wondering if those two are related. Or blood is not always thicker than water. So I wonder if there's a relation between the two, like cousins or siblings or some shit. Or it was just a weird...
Did it sound like Mikey Peterson? Because he was doing commentary, and that would explain the whole kissing cousin.
There we go. Boom. Solid. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, I guess it was Mikey. Yeah. Well, because I know I watched the Evans match and then I watched that one. So it may not have been in the right order because
No.
I assumed what happened at the end of the Evans match, Mikey wouldn't be commentating or doing commentating anymore. But now that you mentioned it, does kind of sound like Mikey. And yeah, I mean, I guess when it comes down to cousins and stuff like that, yeah, I guess to him, he doesn't mind jumping into the gene pool, if you will.
True.
That fucking mouth breather. Thanks for listening to the show, though, buddy. Appreciate you. Sorry what happened at the fucking at the end of that Evans match.
We're not there yet, but we will get there. The tag team titles were on the line, and we have new tag team champions in the family. Muggsy and Michael Morris defeated the Match Brothers.
Yeah, which at first I thought was kind of interesting how they're kind of mixing up the team, but knowing that J City won the Rumble opportunity or that 30th slot, I mean that could be projecting him onto maybe a singles title in the future. So, I mean, I think it worked out in their favor because if the family was to lose, then their theory on maybe mixing things up to get the win, would be invalid. Side note, what was the name of Ivan's team?
AFA.
AFA. I think I have a theory on what it could be because they haven't announced what it stands for yet, right?
Right.
Okay, so here's my theory, and I do not know. I haven't talked to anyone. If this is it, I may fucking retire from fucking podcasting on professional wrestling because it's a solid fucking guess. So, you know the expression "fuck around and find out." Maybe AFA stands for always fucking around. Right?
That I can see.
Right? So I don't know what it is. I still have to have a sit down part 2 with Ivan. Maybe he'll tell me then, but that's gonna be my that's my lock it in guess. It's AFA stands for always fucking around. Because they're not afraid to find out, challenge and shit. So that's my guess now. But I do also believe it has something to do with the family in some sense. I think it's fucking member hunting for the family.
Maybe it should be always freaking around.
Should be. Shirt's coming soon. I'll put Ivan's face on it. They'll sell better. It's cool. He'll be okay with that.
I'm sure he will be.
Yeah, he's fine. He loves me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Allen took on Joey Boom Boom for control of ARW.
And
now, in the beginning, Dave Allen came out with a chair and sat in the chair in the middle of the ring and told Joey, just hand it over to me now. We don't have to fight. Well, obviously that didn't happen as he knocked him off the chair. It kind of looked like the one time this dude Vince that me and Tom know, he got kissed by a girl once sitting in a chair and he fell backwards. It was that's what it kind of looked like.
Okay, well, I mean, if a girl who looked like Joey Boom Boom kissed me, I'd probably pass out too.
But this wasn't your ordinary kiss by Joey Boom Boom. This was a kick.
Oh God! Oh, you mean the fall? Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking about the girl. I'm like, that's one ugly fucking chick. But okay.
No.
That was a joke. I'm kidding. Of course, I knew what you were talking about.
I know.
Okay. Yeah. It's for fucking somebody's gonna comment. I was like, this guy doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. Yeah, you're right. That's fine.
It's all good.
Yeah, fucking it's cool. Yeah, it's fine. I used to be entertaining. I don't know what happened. Got famous.
Too entertaining.
Too damn entertaining. Yeah, too damn fucking entertaining. That's what it is. As I sit behind my keyboard in my dress, apparently.
Speaking of dresses, referee Carl saw Dave Allen grab the chair and he took the chair away from him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joey Boom Boom grabbed the chair and wanted to hit Dave Allen, but he stopped it and said, if I'm not going to let him use it, I'm not going to let you use it.
Yeah.
only for Carl to give the chair back to Dave Allen. Dave Allen hits Joey Boom Boom, and 1, 2, 3. Dave Allen is your new owner of ARW.
With a crooked ref, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm. That's
And
gonna be interesting.
now I don't work there, but it did piss me off a lot just because of everything that's happened to me in the past at Rocket Pro Wrestling
Yeah.
and anywhere else. A
Mhm.
crooked referee. Now I've done some shit as a referee, but circumstances were different.
Mhm.
I didn't do it to just screw anybody over just to screw anybody over.
Yeah.
I did it out of revenge.
Mhm.
I don't know what Carl thinks he's doing, but he made the wrong decision.
My guess is probably Alan came up to him and said, "Hey, you wanna be senior referee?"
He could have.
Right. My guess is money. Money is a huge factor when it comes to people making decisions. That's my guess.
As somebody who was affiliated with Dave Allen in the past
Mhm.
as a butler,
That's right. You're a
a
butler.
abused butler, never got paid. But I know how Dave Allen is,
Yeah.
and he has not changed since I've met him. And obviously, money talks, bullshit walks.
Yeah. So let's see what happens to ARW in the future. Then that's interesting.
Yeah. But Carl, you're a douche.
Yeah, it's such a stupid name too. It's a C or a K. Either way,
It's
it's
a
dumb.
C.
Yeah, it's boring. Not even a cool Carl.
No.
No.
He's C for cunt. That's what he is.
Perfect. Good. Yeah. It's
That's
aggressive. It's an aggressive
you know
word. It's solid.
I told him that I was gonna be nice to him on the show because he does listen.
How does he?
Yeah, but
Carl does?
no, yeah, Carl does.
Yeah, gee, man. You called him something I'd never use. I wouldn't use that word on a podcast. Good for you. It's an aggressive word. I'm not
I'm very,
British. I don't know.
I'm very aggressive this week.
I believe it. Yeah.
And as we
Yeah.
get closer to Saturday, I'm getting more and more aggressive.
I gotcha. Yeah. That's a rough word. Yeah, good for you, man. Yeah, we'll just pretend you're British for the evening. That's fine. That works.
Well, I would what French last week.
Yeah. You just going through Europe, brother. That's fucking perfect. There we go.
Maybe I'll brush up on my Italian. Hey, gabagool, what do you say? Let's
Mm,
talk. Show me some Italian.
eh.
You know. All right. Now we're gonna be at the match that I know you want to talk about. You have
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah. I
Um,
do.
Wade Evans took on Josh Inez with referee Flat Top. Don't you think that's conflict of interest?
I think a little bit, yeah. Yeah. My first question is fucking who the fuck is calling a guy Josh's size Josh Killer Innes?
Who was commentary that match? I can't
Oh, it
remember.
wasn't commentary. It
Oh,
was
who?
it was a nameplate. Josh Killer Innes.
Well, he handles production, so I
Gotcha.
assume
Okay, so
he's.
he's calling himself Killer. Like nothing against Josh. Like I said, I have no problem with Josh. He's a solid fucking dude. I've never had an issue with him. Love fucking Josh. You know, we're cordial when we see each other. We acknowledge each other. Fucking solid dude. But even I know you can't. I mean, what the fuck, Killer? I don't understand that. He's not a big fucking dude. You know, I just that name did not make sense to me. Did not. Now his fucking ring work, fantastic. He fucking definitely held his own against fucking Wade. But I would think of a different name than Josh Killer Innes. Yeah, no, no. That was the big thing. Also, I think that was the match that showed me that Chet had some girl hostage or dating. I don't fucking know. But anyways, yeah, go ahead, proceed. That was my first thing.
So during the match, referee Flat Top got knocked down.
Yep.
In a big way. By Big Evans. Out comes the Workhorses to attack Josh. Now Josh managed to fight them off, and there might have been a miscommunication between the Workhorses, and it allowed Josh to hit a frog splash, and referee BJ Porter came out to count the 3.
I know it was mentioned on commentary by Mouth Breather that Wade wanted to go at it alone. He didn't want the Workhorses out with him. So I think a lot of the frustrations he showed following that match was due to that fact.
Right. And then, well, obviously you're talking about it. After the match, Wade was upset and DDT'd Mikey, and only Mikey.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. Like, I mean, obviously he threw the shirt down. Fucking Flexi just kind of sat there a little bit confused. He wasn't attacked. He didn't attack Wade. And I think he was more shocked than anything, but he took the shirt off, went through the back. Mikey, he went through the other direction. That's I mean, it's not established that the Workhorses have been slayed, but fucking buddy, you were in attendance that night.
I was.
Yeah. You inadvertently may have slayed another fucking faction, brother.
I mean, during intermission, I did go up to Mikey when he was at the commentary table. Who knows?
Yeah, dang, brother.
Dave West was up there too, and there was a kid, talking to him, and I go, "Hey, kid, kick Dave West in the knee."
Did he do it?
No. He wanted to, though. Unless he did it after I walked away. But.
Gotcha.
Okay. Oh, and then after the show, I saw Mikey, and he says it's bullshit. And then that's all he had.
I mean, he probably doesn't even know what's going on. I'm sure Wade didn't stick around to have a conversation about what he did.
Right. None of them wanted to talk. I was gonna get an exclusive, and it didn't. And none of them wanted to talk to me.
Oh, they're just petty.
Except Mikey, he says bullshit, but then he didn't give me a chance to get my camera out, so
Yeah,
I should have just got it out beforehand.
Yeah, to have it straight up and down.
No, I'm learning. I'm learning to turn it now.
My guy, hero, fucking hero.
He definitely. I have to remember if I ever get interviews with the Workhorses anyway, I have to go wide because they're big and ugly, so they need wide.
They're fucking thick.
Oh, I don't know if you saw it, but the shirt that Josh was wearing had a picture of Wade.
Wide Evans.
Wide Evans.
Wide Evans, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel bad because I'm a thick dude too, but that was kind of fucking funny.
It's okay. We're thick. We're allowed to say shit.
That's true. That's true.
All right. Now we're in the main event, which is the triple threat match for the heavyweight championship, as James Creed took on Greg Glover and the champion Nick Diamond. Now, during the entrance, Creed brought out a lunchbox, which was made or given to him by, your friends and my friends, Shauna and Cheyenne.
Oh, that's right, because they like him over there.
Yeah.
Not dipshit in Indiana.
He wanted to show off the lunchbox, and he was showing what was in it to Greg Glover. There were a few items. I don't remember. Could have been a banana. Could have been an orange. Could have been a sandwich. But the one thing that I don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
we had his own middle finger in the lunchbox and showed it to Greg Glover. How we got it in there, I'll never understand.
Hey, man, magicians never reveal their tricks. You know, clutch stuff.
But Greg Glover didn't like that too much, and him and Creed started fighting right away before Nick Diamond can come out.
Oh, I mean, good for Diamond. You know, let two beat each other down and swoop right in.
Well, he did eventually come out and went running around the crowd talking his shit. All of a sudden, he got distracted by one of the kids in front row, and that prompted Creed and Glover to go after him right away. And when they threw him in the ring, that's when the match officially started. So Diamond allowed a kid get in his head.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's gonna happen when you have a massive ego. You know, you allow the smallest things to get to you.
In the end, we have a new champion, and that's Greg Glover.
Which good for him because I mean, like, I know we joke a lot with like Creed being in like title matches and shit like that, but Glover has been in the title picture on and off for the past year, not consistently, but on and off through the. I mean, he was around and involved when fucking Cutler was champion last year. That dude like comes like, you know, like I'm in it, I'm out of it, I'm in it, I'm out of it. So I mean, good for him for maintaining the hey, keep me in mind when the title's on the line. So that finally paid off for him. So good for that.
Indeed. And not only do we have a new champion, but Greg Glover is a new champion with a new championship belt. He's a
really?
new ARW championship.
Oh wow, okay.
So
kind of like one more act. I'm sorry, what was that?
I bet that stunned Creed a little bit.
I think so. I mean, Creed got the new SCW title, so I mean, can't be too butthurt about it.
But the Golden Boy needed the other title too. I mean,
that's true. That's true. Yeah, he'll get another title shot next month. Who knows? He may get a title shot this weekend. You don't know.
Yeah, we don't have an official card for it, but there is a show this weekend for ARW, and it's called After Hours. And it takes place this Saturday, December the 7th at 13550 South Torrance Avenue in Chicago. Doors open at 6 p.m., bell time 7 p.m. Tickets are just $10. Now, if you are part of the UAW, you get in for free. As far as I believe that is the thing.
That's cool.
Part of the whole thing. Oh, yeah, there it is. Right in front of my face. That's why I didn't see it. Free admission for UAW members and their families.
Good for them. That's awesome that they're doing that.
And that's ARW.
Cool. We cover everything?
I think we did, and then some.
I'd have to double check, but I think I'm confident in saying that there was a 3-way tie for Survivor Series. You, so. Pax, and Jay, which pisses me off because if I just trusted my gut, I would have clean swept it, and I wouldn't have to worry about advancing and because there's still a possibility of me tying. But I was like, you know what? Maybe they're not going to put it on Nakamura because in my mind, Nakamura was going to fucking win.
Same one. Yeah. I was thinking about changing.
Yeah, I was like, there was that one, and then like originally. So when I wrote down when I wrote down my predictions to get ready for the show that we ended up not doing, I originally had Ripley written down, and then when I started typing the shit into the chat, I was like, you know what? Nah, maybe they'll fucking have Liv so they can build more of a story. And yeah, so if I would have just went with my gut and kept my original answers, I could have clean swept it and then just worried about it later. But challenge is still on. We got 3 more shows to do. This coming weekend is I forget, it's NXT. I can't remember what the name of it is. I can't remember what it is, but NXT's this weekend. WWE Saturday Night Main Events the following weekend, and then I think the weekend after that is AEW's. Or no, it's following after that. So 3 more chances. Jay and Pax can still tie me. Nubby, unfortunately, because it was a 3-way tie, you won't be able to claim second place. I believe, though, if you sweep it and they don't win, you get tie. You get a 3-way tie for first or second place. I'm sorry, you get a 3-way tie for second place. So, but that would involve you winning all of them and them losing all of them and shit like that. So, all I need to do is tie Pax or Jay, and it's over for at least one of them. Then I have to worry about the other one. But you won again, Nubs. Congratulations. I think that's called a winning streak. Something the Sox didn't know what that was. So. Yeah, God, dude. I think I told somebody the other day, and I did. It's like the Chicago Cubs are the only 2024 team that has a winning record in Chicago. Like, that's it. Sox didn't, Bears don't, Hawks don't, Bulls don't. It's insane. Anything else wrestling related you want to talk about?
No. I think
Is
that's it.
Is there a guest on the Power Hour this weekend?
No power. There is no Power Hour this week.
Okay. Cool. All right, guys. Well, check out last week's with Marche Rocket on it. And then you can check out yesterday's Love and Intoxicated podcast where they they did a deep dive into the RPW show coming up. So continue to watch us on YouTube over at the JFW Podcast YouTube channel. Subscribe over there. Or if you like listening, you can do so wherever you pick up your podcast at. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Facebook, and you're going to find all the shows we talk about, so you get a heads-up idea of what we're going to talk about in the upcoming show. If you guys know of a wrestling company we don't talk about and you think we should, send us a message, let us know, and we'll make sure to include them. So, that's all I got.
I believe we can ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travis T.
And I am the Faction Slayer, Nubby, the Amazing Turtle, Cowabunga, Maximus, you're a bitch.
And thank you for listening to the episode of Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.